It's just a beautiful venue, really intimate, excellent beer and excellent food, and really incredible music.
I absolutely love their quirky and intimate vibe. The musicians love the place, and so the audience love it as well.
So we're in the music with
everyone thinks we're a couple. I don't know why. You know,
we've been best friends since school, so we'd always talk about how amazing it would be to have a venue, the kind of venue that we'd like to hang out.
Yeah.
The kind of place where we'd like to go to listen to music.
Well, it reminds me a bit of playing at the Bluebird in Nashville. There's not much separation between the audience and the person who's singing, which is a really cool thing for the performer as well as the audience, I think. And it sounds really good too.
We have a bit of a philosophy here that I've tried to create. My favourite moments of Green Note are when you forget there's anything between you and the musicians. And when you kind of break down that barrier between the performer and the audience, something really magical can happen in the room, and that's where we get our atmosphere from. It's a real pleasure to see a lot of the musicians come through here go on to bigger and better things. Sometimes they get a little bit too big to come back to our little tiny room that we love so much, but quite often they come back anyway and just don't tell that many people about it. It's a great feeling to feel like you've been a part of that journey to that kind of success.
There are plenty of things about the Green Note that make it exceptionally special as a venue, and not least the two women, Amy and Risa, that run it. Everything that they do seems to be done very gracefully and very effortlessly. You know, all the way from DIY to the big decisions, they're doing it all themselves.
We wanted to create a scene, bring a community to us, and there is a scene out there. I think we've tapped into it, but also created it as well.
this is not a business you do for the business side of it.
You've got to do it for the love of it.
For the love of it.
You just feel amazing vibrations. You just feel great when you're here. It's actually very, very rare, I find, in London to be at a place with so much heart.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's 8 p.m. It's the internet. Where are you going to be? It's virtually Green Note. Hope you're doing so well. My name is Nick. I'm one of the audio engineers here at Green Note, and it's always my great pleasure to be introducing to you some amazing musicians, songwriters, singers from all around the world. We have an all UK lineup this evening for you, which is sometimes a little bit unusual because we sort of get people from all over the world. So without further ado, let's get everybody introduced and let's get some music in your ears. So, as I said, we have an all UK bill. We have, firstly, I must admit, we had a few little technical issues just before we started the show. So I haven't got all my notes up together. So I'm going to sort of read a little bit and try and marry up a couple of things that have been shoved quickly under my nose in the virtual world. Firstly, I believe broadcasting, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to try. I'm just going to introduce everybody. Please welcome Katy Rose Bennett.
Hi.
Hi, Kate. Where are you broadcasting from, Katy?
I am broadcasting from a little farmhouse just south of Birmingham in the Green Belt.
All right.
Near Birmingham.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. I have basically what we have behind the scenes, we have a little chat system. And so I got told what order everybody was going to be in, and then about sort of 15 conversations down, because we were having a few technical issues, I got told where everybody was broadcasting from, and I was going to try and make it seamless, but I think I've just well done you. I'm going to give up on that because I think that's it's just a fraud and it'll just make me look like a pillock. So I'm going to introduce everybody and then I'm going to ask. I think that's a much better way of doing it. Lovely to meet you.
Nice
Great to have you with us. Secondly, we have an artist. Now I've managed to sort of marry it up. I believe they're broadcasting from London, and if they're not, I can be made to look a fool, and I'm quite happy with that. Please welcome Misty River.
Hey, hello. Hi guys, how are you?
We're good. You are broadcasting from London, is that right?
We're broadcasting from North London actually. So Green Note is one of our local venues.
Beautiful.
So that's very nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. Good to have you.
I've got a bit of farmyard envy now from Katy already before we already started. I didn't even know that was a thing, but
I've got sheep outside the window.
Oh man, it's I don't know if it's like a COVID period thing, but it's that sounds really good right now.
I think we've had a few sort of farmyard sort of experiences. I think there's an artist whose name I can't remember was broadcasting from a farm up in Hertfordshire, and the Australians are like well out in the outback somewhere. There's loads of stuff going on. So yeah, it's not a complete sort of stranger to us. Finally, and the only reason I remember this is because I am from Bristol. So although I'm not broadcasting from Bristol. From Bristol, please welcome Lady Nade.
Hiya.
Hey Nade, how you doing?
All right, Babs. I'm good, thanks.
Great to have you all with us. As I say, I'm not gonna try and pretend that it's slick or wonderful. I haven't any idea what's going on this evening. For those of you who are watching who haven't been with us before, virtually Green Note, what we do is we run it as a writer's round. So it's very, very simple. Basically, our artists are going to sing a song in turn, and we're going to go round a couple of times. We'll have a little break in the middle, and then we'll go round another couple of times, and then we'll probably have a little chat with everybody at the end, just sort of have a chat about what they're up to and what they're doing, and then we'll send you on your merry way. So without any further ado, let's get the show started. I believe Katy has drawn the short straw and is starting for us. So Katy, the virtual Green Note stage is yours.
Well, thank you very much. Hi everyone, good to not see you but virtually be with you. I'm going to play a song for you. It's called, what is it called? It's called Cold November Day, and I wrote it on November the 11th, 2011. And it features a river that runs through Birmingham called the River Ray. The mist rising from the River Ray hangs around most of the day, and I haven't followed the heron home since the end of September. This is the day they tell us to think of those gone before they're due. I can only think of you and not forget to remember you're still here. In the air around us, the mist, the rain, the snow, still here. In the earth beneath us, the lettuces we grow, still here. In the words we say and the love we hide away, till we meet again some cold November day. We sat silent in the atrium, listening to the freezer hum, the babies laugh in Barry's crockery, till the tannoy marked the ending. Then we all returned to our daily bread, forgetting what our hearts just said. And if this is how you really feel, you better stop pretending. Oh, you're still here. In the air around us, the mist, the rain, the snow, still here. In the earth beneath us, thus the lettuces we grow. Still hearing the words we say, and the love we hide away, till we meet again some cold November day. I still see you sometimes, I still hear you sometimes, I still need you sometimes. You're still here by my side. The mist rising from the river ray hangs around most of the day, and I haven't followed the heron home since the end of September. You're still here in the air around us, the mist, the rain, the snow. Still here in the earth beneath us, the lettuces we grow. Still here in the words we say, and the love we hide away, till we meet again some cold November day. Oh, till we meet again some cold November day. Oh, till we meet again some cold November day.
That was stunning.
I wrote about my granny. I meant to say that before. It's
That's beautiful. Till we meet again some cold November day. Beautiful refrain.
Thank you.
Wow.
Really nice.
Oh,
Really nice.
Gorgeous.
yeah. Thank you. Who's? Oh, it's nice to play music in a gig with other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
It's funny. It's a different kind of energy, isn't it, to the day when you know you're playing in the evening.
Yeah.
That sort of even, that we find it's a different realm we're playing, and it's still, it's quite nice, the sort of getting ready and the preparing and getting excited, and as you say, sort of sharing with other musicians and to be able to share with an audience is, yeah.
You just don't have the long journey to a gig anymore. You just have to walk from the kitchen to the living room.
That's true, I know, yeah. And you've only got to get half dressed.
Yeah, you got the memo, right?
Cool. Well, funny enough, I think sort of waters and rivers are quite a theme in a lot of the writing that I do as well. So following on, we're going to play a song called Walk Me to the River, which I guess is sort of a song about journeys, I suppose, and how life changes. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2,
'Cause up in the clouds, I
away the tears, the hurting and the fears. Come on and swim beside me, love. I was hurting bad. We might find ourselves free falling, that's okay. Keep it cool and I lay low, isn't that what they say? Future's ours to take someday, so why not now? So why not Walk me to the river, was down beside the banks. Come on and swim beside me, love. How it's turning back. We wash away the tears, the hurting and the fears. Come on and swim beside me, love. How it's turning back. Walk me to the river, was down beside the banks. Come on and swim beside me, love. How it's turning back. We wash away the tears, the hurting and the fears. Come on and swim beside me, love. How it's turning back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it sounds like an old traditional song. It's got the kind of vibe of a song that has existed for about
Yeah,
100
I
years.
kind of, you know, I sort of grew up on a very steady diet of, well, trad Irish music initially. That's my sort of family background, and then sort of playing as a fiddler with other bands, and sort of doing more Scottish stuff, I guess, and American stuff. But I learned the fiddle when I lived in the States from a bluegrass fiddle teacher. So I think it's always that sort of, I think that song structure, and I guess maybe fairly simplistic melodies, but
It's beautiful.
yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Hi everyone. Thanks for choosing to spend your Wednesday evening with us tonight. Katy mentioned her first song being about her gran, and I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote for my gran now, whose anniversary is this month. And she does a wonderful rendition of it, actually. This one's called Complicated. Was it fate that brought us here? I miss you, dear. Was it love that brought us near? I miss you, dear. But it's so complicated. But it's so complicated. Oh, wonderful life. How complicated, but it's so complicated. It was fate that brought us here. It was love that brought us near. I miss you, dear. Oh, your hands, your hands. I miss your hands, but it's so complicated, but it's so complicated, but it's so complicated, but it's so complicated.
I love that song. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Spellbinding.
I was singing the harmonies from here.
Oh,
quite loud. Loud and loud. One day we should all play a gig, all of us together, in an actual space, like a room, like an actual room. Where
Imagine that.
we could all actually play a song together. That would be good.
Yeah.
It would be so nice. I was actually just thinking when you said it was for your, about your gran, and I was wondering whether when you write songs about people, how often do you tell them that it's about about them, or
Yeah, I think some of my songs are specific. I have titles, like there's a song I'll play tonight called Natalie, so it's pretty
I've heard that one.
It's pretty obvious that I wrote that about a person. And then so some of my friends kind of guess that maybe that I've written the song about them. Or sometimes I have a story and I'll say this is about a specific person. And sometimes I'll introduce a song as the song, and sometimes I felt that tonight was appropriate to share that it was about my nan, but
Lovely.
I might not always introduce it, that it was written for her. How about yourself?
I suppose I'm fairly covert about it, so that's what made me wonder about it. It's interesting when you play in the round, exactly, and you get that opportunity to tell people a little bit more about the song. I guess I always figure it's implied, but yeah, maybe I might gain a few friends and lose a few friends.
Well, that's the thing with a song. A song can you can write it about a very specific thing, and if you say that that's about that, then someone else who has a response to it which is personal to them might go, well, hang on, I thought it was about this, and so you kind of disenfranchise people if you maybe I don't know, but then I think it's also good. I think generally it's good to know the story of a song, where it's come from.
It can be really interesting when people people's responses about what it means to them, or how they interpret it. As you say, it could be fairly different from, but it still sort of has that emotional connection nonetheless, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Always me. Well, having said that, so the next song I'm going to do is a song. It's a single I'm releasing in a couple of weeks on the 25th of August. No, hang on, what am I talking about? 25th of September. And it's called Where Does It Hurt? And this song I wrote in a caravan in Pembrokeshire about a year and a half ago, after listening to an interview with the American civil rights campaigner Ruby Sales. and the interview was called "Where Does It Hurt?" and it was about her work trying to build bridges between communities and bring peace between people who are at war with each other, essentially. And it's just a question she asks, and it's about emotion, it's about empathy, it's about vulnerability and about shame, and about how we deal with those things and how it's important to deal with those things. And just talking about songs and where they come from and whether you should tell people if they're about them. So I got in touch with Ruby Sales, who's the woman who inspired the song. She's in her 70s now, I think. And I said, look, I've written this song and it's kind of about you and your interview. And she got back in touch with me and sent the most beautiful email in response, and it literally made my year, I think. And as a songwriter, having a response to it like that is just extraordinary. So this is Where Does It Hurt? Where does it hurt? Where is the pain? Where is the rage? The sadness? Where is the shame? Where does it go when you hide it away deep in the shadows or buried in clay, in the dust and the dirt? Oh, where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? You don't have to say, just tell me the song you sing and I'll play something so right. Who wants to live forever? For once in my life, wish I had a river in the notes and the words. Oh, where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? Under the skin, here in your heart, or through every inch. Place your hand in my hand. Please let me in. Let me understand the guilt and the sin. Not the worst on this earth. Oh, where does it hurt? the sadness? Where is the shame?
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
So beautiful.
Love that song. I especially love that line. Where does it hurt? Wish I had a river. Sometimes I feel like crying so much that
Well,
it would be handy.
That's very
to
much
have a
borrowed
river.
from a Joni Mitchell song, very deliberately. I love the line that you love is not my line.
Well,
that's fine. It's
Taxi.
thanks, Nade. Really.
Taxi. Yeah. Well, good old borrowing, eh? Good old borrowing. But it's what it's what you do with it,
Well
isn't it? That
said.
makes it unique.
That's
thank
an
you.
incredible story you had to tell about it as well. My goodness.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be interviewing her. We're doing a Zoom interview. She's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking next week about her work and everything, and talk about the song and how it made her feel. And because she was just so, it was just a really when you just try something, you think I'm just gonna send a message saying I've written this song. It's kind of for you. What do you think of it? And you think they won't reply, and she did, and it was just beautiful.
That's phenomenal, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
The river line also stood out to me because we have Misty River here.
I mean,
It's all about the rivers
that's
tonight.
true.
There's someone.
Oh, back in the room. Great. So the next song we're going to play is Take This Dance. And again, it's a song, I guess, about that one person that you sort of journey through life with, I guess. It's fairly self-explanatory, and interestingly enough, when we were just talking about what songs mean, the one thing that I always found quite interesting about this one, it was released fairly recently, but it found its way into a couple of films, and in the films, they both set it to kind of quite sad endings, and I think it's because of one line, which is when the last bell's rung, which I think, rightly so, that they've understood it, that it's, at the end of this song about spending your life with somebody, that's the sort of end of the story. And in actual fact, just for one night only, seeing as we're sharing it, I'll share that it's actually the last bell's rung. I was actually talking about the Boogaloo in North London, because when I wrote the song, the first bit of the song came to me after a few pints of Guinness in the Boogaloo. So it's actually the last bell of in a pub, but it's whatever you'd like it to mean to you, of course.
Take this dance with me, 'cause you're still one. You're still one. When the evening's done, it's the same old
Thank you very much.
That's lush.
And it can be this one.
Lush, as we say here in Bristol.
Gert lush.
Gert lush.
That's beautiful.
I added that song to a playlist. I was hosting nights in Bristol before COVID, a night called Lady Sings, and we're not sure when I'm going to start those nights again, so I decided to make some playlists, and I added that song to the playlist. But when I did, I noticed that it had been featured on, in a Netflix series called Secret Love. Is that right?
It is, yeah.
So do you have a secret love, Misty?
I might do. That would be telling. Yeah, thank you so much for adding that. I really, really appreciate that. And there were some other really cool people on that playlist as well. I remember it was very nice.
Yeah. It's been real nice fun making playlists and connecting people, and especially during these quite crazy times.
Yeah.
Not even quite, just crazy times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So earlier I said I had some songs in my repertoire that I'd written for friends, and this one is a song called Natalie. And actually, whilst on the topic of crazy times and social distancing, I actually wrote this song for her when we were having quite a distant time from each other. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's called Natalie. When we were younger, we had all the time in the world. We'd stay up late nights, cookies and cream, sweet 16. None of life's intolerances got in between. No 9 to 5s, no 8 till 3s. And Natalie, when we were younger, we'd run wild, we'd run free. A fleeting hour, now 1 week turns into 3. If you try to make a call but you find I'm not around, know there's always a place for you in my heart. And Natalie, still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. And Natalie, no matter how far we are, I still love you the same. No matter how old, let it be known, I still love you the same. And Natalie, Natalie, Natalie. Natalie. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same. Still love you, still love you, still love you the same.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
I love that song. It's just so light. It's got a real kind of just makes me smile. That song. It's
Oh, sweet.
And even though it's really specific, it's a really specific, obviously, about your friend Natalie, but it can be for anyone who misses their friend. You know, it's got that. I've got friends who I would sing that to. You know, it's beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you, guys.
And also,
Oh no, go carry on, Misty River. I'm just stepping in for no reason.
I was just going to say, and also, everyone just wants to be your friend now. It's amazing.
I have got a long list of other friends that now want a song. So I've got
Songs, of
Josette.
course, yeah.
I've done one for Josette. So. And next is my friend Ben. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. A lottery system.
This is the this is the problem. We had a little bit of a conversation on Friday. We had My Girl the River playing, and we had they're a family sort of a family band, and I posited the question. It must be difficult singing songs about maybe people that you know, and they can recognise that possibly because my wife's a songwriter, and I know that I crop up sometimes for better or worse, and yeah, so it sort of is interesting to hear everybody sort of talking about and that element of singing about people they know when maybe it's a little bit obvious, but good to hear anyway for those of us who maybe don't know them in person, and it's great to hear about the Boogaloo as well, because the reason I work at Green Note is because I met Imi at the Boogaloo many years ago.
Amazing.
Although I must admit, I always felt that the bell ringing at the Boogaloo was more of an invite to a possible suggestion rather than a definite end of proceedings, to be frank. But there we go.
That's very true,
we shall move on. Thank you, guys. It's been absolutely stunning so far this evening. For those of you who know us well, you know that we've been through a couple of rounds, and we let our artists take a little moment just to grab a drink and whatever. So we shall say thank you, and just for the moment, goodbye to Katy, Misty River, and Lady Nade. And then what we'll do is, for those of you who don't know virtually Green Note quite so well, what we do at this point is we invite the owners, the founders of Green Note, the people that book all of the virtually Green Note gigs and book pretty much all of the shows in the real world, the 3D world, shall we say, Imi and Risa, and they were going to come and talk to you. So good evening, Imi and Risa. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Nice reminder of the Boogaloo, actually. That was, Nick and I did meet there many years ago now.
Yeah, he's been at Green Note a long time now.
Yeah.
Not that long. Come on.
Feels like a long time.
All right. Okay. I have that effect on people. That's got nothing to do with anything else. Anyway, I'm gonna step away.
Step away, Dick. Oh, what a great show tonight.
Oh, it's
really
beautiful, isn't it? Me too. It's
really lovely.
special.
And an all UK bill, which is nice because we've had so many American, Canadian bills recently, kind of.
Yeah,
this week.
Vary it up.
Yeah, this week they're both UK bills.
Yeah,
aren't they?
that's true.
Or, actually, no, Friday's mixed. But...
Oh, no, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, we've got
Anyway,
our
so-
usual halftime announcements now. A few little practical announcements.
Yeah. So we are here every week, every Wednesday and Friday, twice a week, every week at 8 p.m. We're now on episode 44, which is, yeah, when we first started, we had no idea it was going to be going this long, but here we are, 44 episodes in. It's, crazy.
6 months later, almost.
Yeah. We're on all the social media, so please do follow us if you don't already. The link is there for, no, not link, but the website is there for our YouTube, which is, that's our favorite place to send people to watch the shows, but we also are on Facebook too. But wherever you're watching, please do follow us or subscribe to us. Our media handle is Green Note Music, apart from Twitter where it's Green Note, so you'll find us everywhere, really. Actually, not on TikTok. We've yet to learn that one, but most other places.
That's for the kids.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like we've just gotten it down with like Instagram and Twitter. It's like, don't need a new social thing. We also have a mailing list, so if you go to our website, you can join us on that, greennote.co.uk. We just send 2 emails out a month, so we don't spam you, but it's worth signing up. And you'll find out about these shows and what's coming up, and also about what's happening in our little venue in Camden, which has been closed since March. Not much happening there right now, but
which we miss so much.
We do. We don't know when we're going to be reopening. I'm kind of glad actually that with the size and shape of it, we just can't reopen with social distancing, but I'm a bit confused now with the latest announcement. The 6 people. I don't know if venues are still going to be. I don't know. We're waiting until things are just back to normal, if that ever happens. Anyway, we're closed for now.
For now, we're continuing with the streaming.
Yeah. And it's really fun with the streaming because this is a British bill, but we've been able to expand past the confines of our little venue in terms of capacity and also location, and we've had artists from all over the world, and it's fun, and fun to put the bills together. And we're pretty behind at the moment, but we have been doing a little burst of programming because
we updated the website today with a couple of new shows. So
and there's a lot more coming up. We're just kind of actually really excited about some of the new shows coming up. So do check out the website and just basically tune in every week, Wednesday and Friday, and you seriously won't be disappointed. It's a really great way of discovering new music, and just keep tuning in. I think that's it from my announcements. Imi's going to let us know about how the shows are run. And
yes, the main thing that I have to say every week, every show is that these shows are run on a donation basis. So we're relying on your support and your help to make them happen and help us continue with them. So we don't sell tickets, but we do ask you to, if you're willing and able, to make a donation via our PayPal link, which is, someone's just said in the comments that they're watching from Australia. Sorry,
oh wow, it must be the middle of the night there.
I know. It's nice to hear that though. Sorry, that distracted me. But the PayPal link you can find on YouTube.
It will be posted in a minute as well.
And someone is just about to post it in the comments. And the recommended donation for each show is £10, but whatever you can manage is hugely welcome and appreciated. So any contributions are massively welcome. And just so you know where your contributions go, the donations for each show, for tonight's show, will be divided 4 ways between the 3 artists who are playing tonight, and then the last portion goes to Green Note towards the running costs of these shows. So it's a way of supporting the artists as well, who have had a hard time of it, let's be honest, due to all this. I think they were one of the hardest hits, well, the arts in general, but musicians have been hit really hard. So please do support us. And
even if you've watched before and you think, I've already donated, like each show is separate. So it's really, please,
exactly.
If you're watching tonight, please do donate.
And just a little taster of some of the upcoming bills. This Friday we have Serious Sam Barrett, the Washboard Resonators, and James the Fang. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, Reese.
So that's Yorkshire folk from from Sam. And the Washboard Resonators are a really fun duo. They do kind of old-time vaudeville, old-time music. And then James the Fang is from a band called the Pine Hill Haint, who, yeah, I think they're also Appalachian. And I heard a bit of his soundtrack and he sounded brilliant. That was also fiddle. So, yeah.
It's this Friday, so tune in this Friday.
It's going to be a great show.
And then next week's shows, just really briefly, we have on Wednesday, we have Lynn Hanson, who's a Canadian artist, Americana artist, who many of you will know. Anna Ash, oops, I don't know if my internet's breaking up there, but Anna Ash from LA, who was due to be playing Green Note, and sadly her tour was cancelled. She was due to be making her London debut, but she's an amazing new discovery. So, and she will be at Green Note one day. Oh yeah, they're rescheduling for 2021, just like everybody else. So Anna Ash, amazing, definitely check her out. And Alex Dupre, who's another LA artist who now is Texas-based, and new discovery for us, but we're looking forward to that. And then on Friday, we have Roxanne Debastian, Charmer Finches from Australia, from Melbourne, and Birds and Beasts. So that will be another good one. Yeah. Really interesting bill, that one. So join us for all of them, but any Wednesday or Friday, you don't need to know who's playing, just tune in and there'll always be some good music in store, so you can trust that. That's true. Let's get back to tonight's music. Yep, let's do that.
Oh, thank you guys. Apologies for anybody that was looking for the PayPal links. I seem to be having a slight problem in
I'll post it now.
Posting them. So Imi will do that for us. So thanks, Imi. So we'll just keep an eye on that, and we'll say goodbye to Imi and Risa for a little moment. Ali, if you can take those away. Thank you, guys. Yes, we're normally a little bit slicker with that, but we seem to be in the lap of the internet gods this evening. Right then, so let's get back to some amazing music, and let's welcome back KATY Rose Bennett, Misty River, and Lady Nade. Hey! All right, guys.
All right.
Okay, all comfy, all ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let us get back into the music and welcome back to our virtually Green Note stage, KATY Rose Bennett. The floor is yours, Katie.
Thank you. Hi, nice to see you all again, or virtually. I'm going to do a little cover. A song I thought was, for ages, I thought it was by the Dixie Chicks, or now the Chicks, and I used to love it. And then someone said, that's not by the Dixie Chicks, that's by Stevie Nicks. So I learnt it a couple of years ago when I was going through a particularly hard time, and it was just a song that really resonated for me. Yeah, here you go. Took my love and took it down, climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Oh, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you, and time makes you bolder. Even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
world's changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. The landslide. Landslide. Well, the landslide will bring it down.
I usually can't get through that song without crying, so I was impressed that I didn't cry when I was playing it then.
I think probably maybe one up there with my top 5 favourite songs of all time.
It's, I mean, as a song, like, it's like a mountain as a song, because it's kind of a palindrome, because you have verse, chorus, solo, chorus, verse. I think it's just perfect.
Yeah.
And like, you wouldn't expect to write a song like that. I think it's just songwriting
It's so good.
at its finest.
And
yeah.
actually, I had exactly the same reaction to it as you. I learned it through the Dixie Chicks as well, and then heard the Stevie Nicks version, so I was unashamedly singing the Dixie Chicks harmonies quietly in the background.
Oh, I
while
love
you were
the
singing.
Dixie
It was
Chicks
really
harmonies.
lovely.
Yeah.
That was great. Loved
Thank
it.
you.
My good friend Bex is watching and says, "Yes, beautiful Katy," in the comments.
Thank you, Bex. Thanks everyone watching and leaving comments. We can see them all. It's really lovely when you're playing. To not get distracted, obviously, but it feels like people in the room and saying stuff to you. So it's great. Thank you.
Hi everybody, welcome back. This next song that we're going to do is called "With You Around." It's the last single that we put out a few weeks ago, and actually the background to this one was years ago. I'd read about an art project where they were asking people to write down their secrets, one that you hadn't told anybody else, and to send it on a postcard, and then they would publish it in a book, and they weren't sure about what kind of a reception they'd receive if anyone would send anything, but they were absolutely inundated with people sending things, and it went on for many years. So I think as a writer was really fascinated with that idea of people wanting to share somehow, some way, a little something. So that's what this one's about.
Put all my secrets on a postcard. Once more ride the river, and these memories are my own, but I have never wanted
Thank you.
Great.
That's lovely. Really
Your
nice.
voices sound gorgeous together. How long have you been singing together?
Yeah.
Oh, too long. I would say probably nearly 15 years on and off. Actually, I've known Adam since we were in school. So there we go.
Brilliant. When did you start the band? Was it when you were in school or after?
About 18 months ago. It took a while. Adam, our families knew each other, so Adam was kind of off playing different types of music, and I was kind of playing a lot of trad and country stuff, and he was kind of doing loads of blues and roots and rock stuff, and so it didn't I always liked his bands, and he'd come down to see my stuff, but it didn't it took a long time to sort of start playing together actually, but eventually I needed a depth for a few gigs, so it's kind of how it turned out, as it often does.
That's great.
Do you allow him to speak?
Well, I was just thinking, is that really how it happened?
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, sure. I'm still deafing, basically.
I allow him to talk for normally around Christmas.
Yeah.
And Christmas and birthdays.
I just figured because it's a songwriters round, and she's the songwriter, so I thought I'd just sit here and watch.
And
Your
play
playing is
dobro
amazing.
as well.
You're very modest.
Thank you.
Oh. Well, I have a single that I'm going to be releasing on the 25th of this month, which I believe is in 3 Fridays' time. And it's called Ain't One Thing. And I'm releasing it to promote body positivity. This was written with a promise to never change the one that you love. I hope you enjoy it. You can pre-save it by visiting my website, and the link, I believe, is there. It's just there. Okay. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, babe. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, baby. Ain't one thing that I would change. You're so damn perfect in every kind of way. Your beauty shines both night and day. Won't you come a little closer? Lay your sweetness down. Let me love you in more ways than one. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, babe. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, baby. Ain't one thing that I would change. You're so damn wonderful, a dream I've dreamt come true. I feel alive when I'm with you. Won't you come a little closer? Lay your sweetness down. Let me love you in more ways than one. your sweetness down. Let me love you in more ways than one. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, babe. Ain't one thing that I would change about you, baby. Ain't one thing that I would change. Yeah!
Woo! Yeah! Hey, love it. I really love the second line because it's just a bit longer than you expect it to be, and it kind of ooh, it's great.
Thank you.
Really cool.
That's
great. It's a really fun song, beautiful song.
Thank you. I've got a cocktail to go with that song, actually.
Got a cocktail to go with it.
Yeah, you can drink that song. In fact, you can drink that song by signing up, pre-saving my the single. You can win the recipe and printed lyric song sheet. There's a daiquiri, an autumn daiquiri to go with that song, and I will give you my secret syrup if you go and pre-order it.
I mean, I'm not sure if you should say that. But
hey, Delilah Black's just in the comments. Hey, Delilah Black, she was on the playlist that I released with Lady Sings. Hey, Delilah.
Nade, can I just also say you're releasing a single on the 25th of September. I'm also releasing a single on the 25th of September.
So that's great. So everyone should go and pre-save our singles. Thank you, Dave. Hi, Dave Simpson, who says left a really nice comment. And I know that he tuned into the Folk on Foot festival that I played recently. So I just want to say a shout out for making an effort to come and see me again online.
That was fantastic, Folk on Foot. It was a really, really great event, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. That was good fun. Good fun. Yeah. So there's a question. What one thing would you not change about yourself, ladies? And is it Alex?
Adam.
Adam, sorry, you're so quiet.
Maybe he doesn't want to change his name.
I would definitely, Alex is a fantastic name. I'll go for that, yeah.
Ooh.
What do I want to not change?
My
nose?
friends.
Your friends, okay. Sorry, I was going like facial.
Well, yeah, it's about yourself.
About yourself.
So, yeah, nose. Got a good nose. I wouldn't want to change your nose either.
Well, thanks very much. I mean, yeah, I've got my dad's nose. So I think he's listening somewhere.
Problem is, my list of fantastic features just goes on and on and on. So it's very difficult to choose which thing I really.
We've got so many things in common, you and I. Yeah.
But my name is definitely one.
Yeah. What you going for, Nade?
What am I doing now?
No, I'm saying what have you one in particular? Yeah.
Well,
I'm just pushing it away. You know, like when you order at a restaurant and you haven't decided what to order, so you keep getting everybody else to order first.
Yeah, so you gotta come back to you.
I'll have what she's having. I wouldn't change what she wouldn't change.
I think I wouldn't change my lips, and I got bullied for having big lips when I was younger, and I got called Jar Jar Bing when Star Wars was kicking off, and I was always I became really like subconscious, and just being out and having my just rude comments, but now I embrace them. Big celebrities actually have implants to make their lips bigger and stuff like that, and I embrace my big lips now, so I wouldn't change them.
Okay, I'm going to follow it up with my big cheeks then.
Lovely cheeks.
For very similar reasons, in fact. So yeah. There we go. They've served me well now. They're, you know, they're good padding. They're good if you fall over. You get a little extra insulation. It's good padding.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. I'm going to play ukulele. I don't know if you can see it. It's going to be my last song I do. I just want to say thanks to the Green Note, Nick, Amy and Risa and Ali who've put this on tonight. I wrote this song. I don't know if any of you are aware that there's been this pandemic for the last 6 months and ongoing, and yeah, it's been pretty hard for lots of people, and everyone's been in lots of different kind of situations with it. Yeah, this song I wrote in May time, right in the middle of just maybe 6 weeks into lockdown, and it was about all the good things and all the things I was grateful for all the time I had to hang out with my 6-year-old and grow peas and watch butterflies and things like that. So this is a song about gratitude and about also, like, maybe we need to change the way we do things in this country and in the world and how we live in the world. So maybe this is a chance for us to change how we treat the world, how we treat each other, how we treat our bodies, how we treat our minds. And there's also a call in it just to let's just be kind to each other. Let's work a 4-day week. Let's have universal basic income, that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll see. This is called Growing Peas. Thanks very much. Not been sleeping well, getting to bed after midnight, staring at the screen, infected by the blue light. I don't want to see the news, but I have to watch the news. I've been growing peas, watching the birds, the butterflies and the bees, and goldfinch cabbage white outside my door on this 4x4 square meters of heaven and a hill. Jumped off the treadmill, how did it feel? Took off the blindfold, what did you see? Away from the world, what do you really need? You don't really need to buy things every day of your life. You need enough to live on, enough to survive. But I really need to see you sing songs out loud, be in a place with the people I love, and play to a real live crowd. Oh, I really need to see you and sing songs out loud, be in a place with the people I love, and play to a real live crowd. What do we do now? Go back to the old ways, or imagine something new? Imagine better days. Jumped off the treadmill, how did it feel? Took off the blindfold, what did you see? And away from the world, what do you really need? You don't really need to buy things every day of your life.
Need enough to live on, enough to survive. Oh, I really need to see you and sing songs out loud. Be in a place with the people I love and play to a real life crowd. Oh, I really need to see you sing songs out loud. Be in a place with the people I love and play to a real life crowd. Oh, I really need to see you sing songs out loud. Be in a place with the people I love and play to a real life crowd. I meant to say, can I give a little shout out to my community choir that I run, because it's about singing out loud, and they're called Moseley Voices. I think a few of them are listening in, and we really miss singing in a group. It's been such an absence for the last 6 months, but yeah. Thanks.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Shout out to Moseley.
Voices.
Moseley? Moseley Voices. There's some love
and also
for you.
To the Kitchen Garden Cafe, which is a lovely venue in Birmingham, which is about the size of Green Note. So
are they watching too?
There's Swanee from the Green Note, from Swanee from Kitchen Garden is watching, and he's
give me a gig.
He will. I'll talk to him. Be fine.
Kitchen, food, Nade. It's a thing.
You could do a whole day. You could prepare the meals for. Oh my goodness, here's your next tour. You go into a cafe. You do the menu for the whole day, breakfast to dinner, and then you play a gig at the evening. Or you do a gig between each meal.
I have done that. I've done that in Bristol, and that is on the horizon. So, yeah.
I did not know that.
Bit of psychic powers going on there.
Possibly.
Make it easy for yourself, too.
Do I get commission for thinking of it? No.
You get to pay a ticket and come and enjoy the food and hear him sing.
Thanks.
I'll throw a dessert.
Oh, throw a dessert at me. Great. That sounds wonderful, Nate.
Cool. So thank you so much to Green Note for having us. The last one we're going to do is the cover song, and I heard this years ago at Celtic Connections with KATY Rose singing it. So I did like Katy there. I thought it was her song for a long time, but actually it's another writer and artist that I really love, Iris Dement. So I'm going to go at Our Town.
Up the street beside the red neon light, it's where I met my baby on a hot summer's night. He was the tender and I ordered a beer. It's been 20 years and we're still sat here. But you know, the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now, kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now, say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Here I have my babies and I have my first kiss. I walked over Main Street in the cold morning mist, and over there is where I bought my first car. I turned it over once, but it didn't go far. porch and watch the lightning bugs fly. I can't see too well for the tears in my eyes. I'm leaving tomorrow, but I don't want to go. I love you, my town, you'll always be in my soul. Can't you see the sun setting fast? Just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, come on now, kiss me goodbye, but hold on to your love because your heart's bound to die. Come on now, say goodbye to my town, to my town. Can't you see the sun's going down on my town, on my town? Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good
Woo! Yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thanks so much.
I thought that was by Kate Rusby as well.
Oh, we've been listening to the same records, haven't we?
I've never heard the words though, but I think when I listened to Kate Rusby version, I hadn't taken in the words, but I just heard all the words for the first time. Then it was brilliant.
I hope they were right.
I'm sure they will.
It's,
I'm sure they will.
It's a funny one. I remember when I first heard it. It's one of those songs that makes you feel nostalgic for something, even if it's not exactly your experience. You still have that very kind of emotive, nostalgic response. I love it.
Definitely. Yeah, beautiful.
Thanks.
Awesome. Way. Just reading some of your wonderful comments. M.A. Swanee. Sounds like a great idea, Katie and Lady Nade. Just like the taste the world at Waymad Festival. Yes. I have got a recipe book actually. I wrote my I've recorded all the vocals for my debut album in the kitchen. I couldn't be too far away from food, so I have a recipe book for a recipe for each song on my debut album. I don't have a recipe for this song. This is a cover song, so maybe you can help me come up with a recipe for the song. What tastes and dishes would you pair with this? This is an Aretha Franklin cover of Chain of Fools. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. For 5 long years I thought you were my man, but I found out you're just a link in my chain. You got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treated me mean, child. You treated me cruel. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Now every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, child, but I give you strength. Yes, hoop, hoop, you told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm added to your chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. A chain of fools. On one of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. And up until then, child, I'm gonna take all I can take. A chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. A chain, chain, chain. And chain, chain, chain. A chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools.
Woo!
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Love it.
Any recipe ideas? We've got cornbread from Christina O'Connor. Bit of
I thought
cornbread.
you could use spirale pasta, and which can actually twist together to be in a chain.
Oh, nice.
Or spaghetti, or some kind of pasta. Would you eat that though? Would you eat spaghetti?
I wouldn't, because I am currently enjoying an alkaline-based diet. And pasta is not part of that. So to get the chain, would make courgette ribbons and twirl them in amongst some chickpeas.
Lovely. The chickpeas like the balls.
I have no idea what I need to say about that in any way, shape, or form. I have done several shows with Lady Nade as she discussed songs and recipes, and it's always been enlightening. I probably need to get my a notebook out now and start writing down courgettes and chickpeas, and I'll talk to her after about what sauce she may drape them in an Aretha Franklin style. Anyway. Yes, so Christina's come up with some possible sort of nourishing ideas. Christina works at Keynote, and I'm sure you'll come across her over the next couple of weeks because she's going to be introducing some shows. So
fantastic.
I look forward to that. Thank you so much. Sorry, I just went off on a complete tangent there, guys. Thank you so much. It was an absolutely fantastic evening with all of you, Katy, Misty River, and Lady Nade.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you with us. We are. There's some stuff going on. People are doing things. So especially as we're coming out of lockdown, apparently, as long as there's no more than 6 of you around a table. So what we normally do at this point in time is we'll just have a quick little chat with all of the artists in turn, and we'll find out what they're up to over the next sort of month or couple of weeks, and especially for those of you who have maybe come to see one particular artist, but hopefully have discovered 2 amazing other artists as well, and so we can sort of see what they're going at. So, Katy, what's going on with you? Have new albums, Patreon, streaming, all that sort of thing? What's going on?
So
where would you like to head? Sort of direct people towards.
I guess head towards my website if you want to sign up to my mailing list or pre-save the single that I'm releasing on the 25th of September. That's the song "Where Does It Hurt," and so I'm leading up to the release of that. And I've got a video which features 2 brilliant dancers from Birmingham, which we're releasing around the time of the single. So yeah, that's the end of September, and then the end of October I've got my new album, which is also called Where Does It Hurt? An Introduction to KATY Rose Bennett, so that's me. That's introduction to me, and it's like the last 20 years of me writing songs, because I've been writing since I was 5 years old. So no, I've been
beautiful. Well,
thank you.
Well constructed on the age thing there. They're excellent. They are 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Anything else? So Patreon, anything, nothing like that, or no?
Other, no, just I don't know. Oh, sign
Just-
up to a mailing list. That'd be nice. Go on that. Yeah, if anyone does that. Kind
Mailing list by the record, basically, is the message. All right, okay.
Pre-save
Right.
the single. Yes,
All right,
please,
there we go.
thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, you've been told what to do. There we go. Misty River, what about yourselves? What's going on in the next sort of month or so?
In the next month or so, well, not quite a month, but in about 6 weeks or so, we'll have our next single out, which is actually the first track that we played, Walk Me to the River. So we would love it if, same thing, if people would just keep an eye out for that. Same onto the website, Misty River Music. It'd be great to see some more people over on Spotify if you wanted to like us and say hi. We've got loads of sort of good support on Facebook, and it'd be great to see some more people on some of the other platforms, I guess. And we're just pushing really hard now to get our record out there, which is going to be the sort of the debut record for the end of January. It's we've pushed it back a little bit because we're quite excited we decided to we weren't going to do a physical product, but we decided that we would love to do one, and we'd love to do it on vinyl. So it's taking a little bit longer. But yeah, we'd love it if you keep an eye out for that at the end of Jan as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So, everybody just plugs the Misty River website into their browser. They can keep on top of that. And Nade, I always feel like there's so much going on with you. It's just like the force of...
Just get my flip chart out.
Yeah, that's right.
She's not joking.
Yeah, your social media calendar is always so full. Yeah. See, the flip chart wasn't a gag. See, I wasn't laughing because I felt that was probably going to happen. I thought there was one flip chart was probably a bit light as far as I'm concerned. From what I know of you, I thought only one.
You know what? It's really funny. The last time we were doing a gig together, I'd left my capo behind, didn't I?
I've still got it. It's here next to me.
Yeah, so when I pulled out my lipstick to do a quick top up, guess where I found my capo?
You found a capo.
In your lipstick?
In my makeup bag.
I've got at least one of your capos, unless you've been lying to me about capo ownage.
No,
so,
I just it's a habit I have. I can't go anywhere without leaving something behind. So I normally joke when I'm with an audience and say check your pockets before you leave.
well, you did leave your makeup bag that was the point, wasn't it? You left ultimately the last time you played Green Note, you left your makeup bag in the cupboard, in the artist cupboard, and then you took that and then you left two capos as well, which which is what I've got sitting next to me at the moment.
Yeah, great. So there's a habit going on there with makeup.
No judgment here. I'm not judging you in any way, shape or form.
I think you're going to need
So what I'd really, really like everyone to do is keep turning up to my gigs so that they can help me get me my stuff back that I leave behind. But
you just leave another thing behind.
Yeah, well, as well as that, I have got 2 albums out. My debut album, Hard to Forget, and my Safe Place album, and they're on Bandcamp. And your support, both live and by purchasing my album, keeps the spirit of what I do alive. And I've got a single that I'm releasing at the end of the month, so I'd really appreciate your support on that as well.
Excellent, thank you very much.
And if you don't have it, we're living in a pandemic, so if you don't have the means to contribute in this way, following me across all of my social media is as equally as supportive.
Thank you. So, thank you, Katy, Misty River, and Lady Nade. You do feel, obviously we've been putting all the sites up below, so do follow them, do add them to your socials, do all of those things that they've said. Everything is, especially in this time, as Nade said, it's so important to all of the artists as a way of generating sort of income and all this sort of thing, is to sort of follow them and buy merch, especially if you can buy merch directly from them through their Bandcamp sites and directly through their sites. It's so important. We are here as Virtually Green Note. We're here every Wednesday and every Friday, putting on 3 amazing artists. So we hope that you can join us. You don't really need to know who they are. You just have to be here, because Green Note puts on amazing stuff all the time. So just be here on a Wednesday and a Friday at 8 p.m. UK. It will be amazing to have you with us. Thank you so much to Katy, Misty River and Lady Nade for being here this evening. A big shout out to my colleague Ali, who has been here helping me sort of run the technicals and sort of doing all the cameras and all that sort of stuff. There's a relatively big team behind the scenes that makes this as, although I don't make it look like it, it is fairly slick for an internet broadcast, and I do my best to sort of offset that, but you know, Ali does his best to sort of to make sure that it looks really, really good. So thank you all for being here. We hope to see you again on Friday, where we have another amazing show. Do tune in. I think we've done all of the parish notices for this evening. Follow all of these amazing artists on their socials, and all we have to say this evening is good night and thank you. Good night. Good night, Kay. Good night, Misty River. Good night, Lady Nade. Good night, all of you.
Nick.
We hope to see you soon.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And everyone for tuning in.
Bye.